Hi, I'm John Byrne with Poets and Quants. We're here again with Sandy Kreisberg, HBS guru, for Friday with Sandy. We have a great candidate. His name is Daniel. He's in Bogota, Colombia. He is a senior consultant for a global firm, but one that we actually haven't heard of. It was founded after Enron's collapse and the collapse of Andersen Consulting. He has a 3.96 GPA, very impressive, from the University of Cincinnati, a 710 GMAT, and his targets are really high up there, Daniel. Harvard, Stanford, MIT Sloan, Berkeley, Kellogg. So way up. You're aiming high.
Yeah.
Hi, Daniel. Let's let's just clarify this. Let's deal with the good and the bad here. You were a international student at both Louisville and Cincinnati. You transferred to Cincinnati. You've got a 3 real high grades, 3.8, 3.9, and then you've got a 710 GMAT that was taken 5 years ago. And as we all know, including you, these GMATs expire. Let's just say we've got a 710 GMAT. So that's our story. International student. One thing you might do is ask the school, because of this, virus stuff, do you think that's possible, John? They might accept GMATs from beyond 5 years?
Already there are a number of schools that are accepting expired GMATs.
Good.
So if you're on the cusp,
that's worth investigating.
Problem. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
So you might not have to retake, unless you think you can do better.
Yeah, I think I do. My quant score was a little bit low, so
I noticed that. Yeah, so if you could bring that up, that's important. And as we keep saying, GMAT score is more important than you think it is. Employer, particularly since you want to work for a major consulting company, is that right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, they often ask for your GMAT score.
Mm-hmm.
Isn't that right, John? In interviews,
they do. They want to make sure you're over 700, where he is.
Yeah.
So I think he's kind of okay with that. Obviously, that's a below average score for the schools that he's applying to.
Yeah, true. On the other hand, English is not his first language.
No.
I'll give him a lot of credit. So we got the 3.8 from 3.9 from Cincinnati. Let's call it a 710. Okay, here's the thing. You work for a consulting firm in Colombia, Management Solutions. Okay, could you tell us what that is?
Yeah. Okay. So as John was explaining, that's a firm that was born basically in Spain after the whole Andersen collapse. So the partners that were in Madrid are basically founded the company, and it's been around since 2004, 2005. They got here in Colombia maybe.
What's the size? That's one of the things the schools.
They have, I think, 2,500 people, but mostly in Spain. So that's maybe 1,000.
How many offices?
They have over, I think, 25 offices.
So if you describe it, you say an international consulting company with 25 offices, headquartered in Spain. Is that the case?
Yeah, that's the case. Yeah.
That's the way I would describe it. Those are the stats that business schools are interested in and employers are interested in.
And Daniel, are you in a particular practice that serves a special industry?
Well, I've been around in different industries. I started in banking, then I went to energy, and now I'm in insurance since September. And I think I'm gonna stay in insurance.
Okay.
Right. Okay. And then what job do you want after you graduate?
I would like going to a more strategy consulting firm, maybe for a media and entertainment industry. I would aim it more in that way.
So,
entertainment.
So you're thinking like the usual, round up the usual suspects, McKinsey, Bain.
Yeah,
CG.
exactly.
Yeah.
But you'd like to work in the entertainment field for them.
Yeah, definitely. I think I want to find something that I'm more passionate about.
Would you mention that in the application, John?
No.
Yeah, I agree. How come?
Well, you're talking about two offices, New York and LA. New York is one of the most competitive offices for McKinsey Bay and BCG. Very, very hard to get in there. LA is a shot, but I would say that's pretty competitive as well. Also, you have no background in entertainment.
Yeah, that's the real reason. It sounds like you're dreaming. Okay, I mean everybody wants to do that.
So you can do that. Just don't tell them.
Yeah, and by the way, it never works out. They don't care. You just say, you should describe your goals as saying, I want to be an impactful consultant, and help companies grow, blah, blah, blah. I'm interested working with the top level CEOs. I'm interested in fields like, how would you describe you're good at this, John. What did he say he's interested in?
Insurance, bank. Well, he's interested in insurance, but he's also worked in banking and energy.
Yeah, I'd say banking and energy. Nobody's interested in insurance. They won't believe it. I'm serious.
That's true.
That's from Sandy, who's paid these high premiums all his life and he hates it.
Yeah, nobody likes insurance companies.
No,
definitely.
But I bet you there are very few people who want to actually work in consulting for insurance clients, which is that's valuable for you during your job search.
Yeah,
it's true.
Not so sexy while you're applying.
No.
So what do you think? What
Laude
is he going to do?
He's got a lot going for him. The fact that he's international is good. The fact that he's from a less represented country is good. In other words, schools would be happy to add this guy to add this flag to their list of
Auditorium.
Auditorium flag. The fact he went to some American schools and did very, very well there.
Even when English was your second language and you didn't speak it well, right?
Right.
I mean, I took classes since I was a little kid, but I mean, it wasn't perfect, definitely.
Yeah. Okay. Good. And the let's call it a 710. That's acceptable. Even they'll swallow that. And then a lot turns on what this is real important. A lot is you spent your whole career working at one place, Management Solution.
Yeah.
Bogota, right?
No, I went to Argentina for 9 months. One of the projects was there for an energy company. Yeah.
That's good.
Is that on your resume?
Yeah, I think it's not explained as like in Argentina, but I think in one of the paragraphs it's on there in the energy project part.
Yeah, you want to make it clear.
Yeah, make it real clear.
Okay.
Basically, you've worked for Management Solutions. So what you've got to do is explain to them what that is, either in the essay, the application usually has some standard questions about how big this place is and what their number of employees are. But if they don't, you've got to explain that. You've got to say this is a real international consulting company with X offices, blah blah blah. They'll get it.
Okay.
But that's gonna really count, because that's where you're coming from.
And you need to say you're promoted in 2 years.
Okay.
High up.
Sure.
Yeah.
In 2 years.
That too.
Yeah, your resume could really be made more clear.
Yeah, I know. I don't feel like it's very good communicative, but okay.
You want to sell yourself in there, but sell yourself in a subtle way, not bragging.
Okay, makes sense. Yeah.
Now you've chosen very high schools, okay?
Yeah.
And I don't know what Sandy thinks, but I'm telling you what I'm going to think, even before Sandy says what I know he's going to say. I think you also need to apply to like Michigan, Duke, Darden, Tuck, UCLA, maybe even Yale. Okay. I think that those schools are more within your reach than the schools that you've chosen: Harvard, Stanford, Berkeley, Sloan, and Kellogg.
Yeah.
I think, Kellogg, you have a shot. I think the other schools are going to be really hard for you because of a number of reasons, right? I mean, you're not from you're going to compete with people who are already at McKinsey, Bain, BCG, Deloitte, Accenture, and other firms that are well known. And you're going to compete with people from Ivy League and public Ivy universities, and you're going to compete with people with higher GMATs. So
That's true, yeah.
I think you take a shot at a couple of those schools, but I think you really should be looking at Michigan, Duke, Darden, Tuck, UCLA, Yale.
Okay.
What do you say, Sandy?
Makes sense. Yeah.
You may totally disagree with me.
You're the bad cop for this little interrogation, John. I think
I hate being the bad cop. I like you being a bad cop.
I know. I think I think there's a lot to be said here. The fact that this guy goes to University of Cincinnati, University of Louisville, almost gets straight A's there, summa cum laude graduate.
Yeah, no, it's
impressive.
That's very impressive.
And then the fact that this guy can add to a class, you know, from an underrepresented country, I think that's impressive. And it sounds like he's working for a top consulting company. It's just one we haven't heard of because they don't send people to business school. So if you could marshal your consulting company behind you and explain why you're going to business school and people at the consulting company usually don't, that's a real problem.
All right. Yeah. I'll make sure to include that.
Who's going to write your recommendation?
One of the people is a direct client, the one I was working with in Argentina.
Oh, that's good.
We were very close.
That's good.
And then one of my supervisors here in Management Solutions, probably.
Yeah, no, the supervisor is real important. Clients are nice, but they don't really care about clients. You're not working for the client. They care
But I like that his recommender will remind them that he had overseas experience in Argentina.
Yeah. So I think if you executed very smartly and did a good job of explaining what Management Solutions does and what its practice is, and that you want to expand the footprint of that practice instead of this pipe dream you have about sports and media entertainment. I mean, hey, keep your dream. You know?
Yeah, you just don't tell them.
Yeah, just you're not gaining anything by saying that.
Although he's an amateur soccer player too.
I am. Soccer is very important for me, but I don't know. That counts a lot.
Good.
But...
That does.
That's good. You might mention that. I don't think the schools care. I don't think the schools care about their soccer team as much as the undergraduate versions of those schools might care more about their soccer teams. Their indoor soccer teams.
Yeah, that's true.
So,
I have
Sandy,
a question.
Okay, go ahead.
What if I can improve my GMAT to maybe 730? Do you think that would really improve my chances, or it's not that relevant?
That's the hardest question in the world is, should you retake a 710?
I feel I can improve it. I really feel I've been preparing myself.
Do it, man. These schools, the schools will tell you there's no difference between a 710 and a 730. And then you might go, really? Well, how come your median score is 730, pal?
That's true.
So the schools, it's always in the back of the GMAT score is always in the back of their mind. They're willing to blink at it, but if you save them that blink, you're doing them a favor. Okay.
Okay. Yeah. Makes sense.
So yeah, I would, if you can. I don't know if they're being even offered now. I mean, what's up with that?
So on Monday, the first at-home GMAT
you could take it at home.
Can actually be taken. Registrations began earlier this week. You can already take the GRE at home. There is some controversy over taking the GMAT at home because they don't allow you any scratch paper or even a whiteboard. Instead, they're giving you a virtual whiteboard, which is time-consuming and steals time from you. So that is an issue about the GMAT right now.
Wow. Okay, I'll leave that practical stuff to you guys. Just speaking in general here, a 730 is more better than a 710 than the schools would let on. The schools often say that there's no real difference. You know, it's over 700, you can do the work here, but they've always got, the schools always have the magazine rankings in the back of their mind. So
Yeah.
if you get a 7,
Despite what they say.
And consulting companies also look at it.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
So
So,
that, I mean, it would help you probably there. So it could help you twice. Also could help you with scholarship money.
Right.
At those other schools that I mentioned, like Michigan, Duke, Darden, UCLA, Tuck, Yale.
All right.
Okay,
I'm
yeah.
saying your chances of getting into Harvard Business School are like 30%.
That's pretty good.
30 to 35%. You got a lot going for you. You got a lot going for you,
I mean,
man.
Harvard's admission rate is only 11.5%. Okay.
Yeah.
Right.
So he's
I
almost
feel good
giving
with
you triple the
those-
odds, man.
Yeah.
I also think, man, I think your chances of getting into Haas and Kellogg are good. If you got to convince them you want to come.
Okay. Yeah. It's a little bit harder for me because I don't have such easily to go into the universities.
Yeah, you can visit. They'll wink at that, but you have to sound knowledgeable about the programs. If
Okay.
it's possible, try and reach out to alumni from Latin America.
Okay.
That could be
Yeah.
very helpful.
They
Yeah,
have
that would
clubs,
really be helpful.
Latin America
Right.
clubs. Maybe I can
Yeah.
reach out to them.
That'd be
Yeah,
great.
so yeah, get in touch with the Latin American clubs at those schools, also at Harvard.
Okay.
And just say, you've got a lot good. You can work a lot of networks. So
And current students, you can go to admissions and say, do you have an ambassador who is willing to
Right.
speak with applicants from Columbia and see what happens? It'd be nice to connect with them.
Yeah,
Some of
you
their
might do better
experience.
finding someone from Columbia and saying, hi there, countrymen,
Yeah,
Makes sense. Yeah.
absolutely. Well, Daniel, good luck to you.
All right. Thank
Yeah,
you. I appreciate your help. Yeah.
Got a lot going for
We
you.
hope you do well, and please do consider applying to a few other schools, like I mentioned. Okay.
I will
And
definitely.
if you take the GMAT again, good luck. I have no doubt that you can improve on your score. I don't know if you want to endure that torture. I would not, but Sandy is right. It will help. It can't hurt. And if you don't like what you got, cancel it.
That's true. Yeah. I
Yeah.
can always do that.
All right. Good luck to you. Sandy,
right.
thank you once again.
you.
Stay safe, healthy,
Adios.
everybody. This is John Byrne with Poets and Quants. Thanks for watching.